Oh my God. Yeah, we are really in a fucked up place in history. The thieving going on is I don't know, second to none. I don't remember the casual thievery that we see today going on in the old days as much. Shoplifting was a thing, but it was usually a kid. You know, if you're a kid, you go into a store, you want to maybe peer pressure, maybe your friends are doing it, and you want to shoplift something. Getting caught was just horrific. And then there's girls. Like, girls, I think, love shoplifting clothes and makeup and stuff. And then they cry, and the store owner calls the cops and their parents, and they're crying and everything. There's a whole new realm of robbery. I'll call it robbery because that's what it is. They're robbing the place. This isn't shoplifting. They call it shoplifters. This is a whole new realm of robbery. It looks a little like shoplifting, but it ain't. And what it's done is make these stores have to put everything behind glass and plastic and locked up. So if you want to buy name brand pharmaceuticals like over-the-counter painkillers, Excedrin, you want to buy cold medicine, makeup, a lot of the top-of-the-line celebrity-endorsed makeup at Walmart or at CVS, Walgreens, are all locked up now. Well, it wasn't going to take long before people said, I can't have that locked up. I need it because I have to steal it. So this gentleman decided to bring a torch into the fucking store and burn whatever lock was on there or the plastic hinge or whatever the weak point of this thing was that would be destroyed by fire. And the time he takes and the fact that no one's doing anything about it is why this will continue and only get worse like this, and locking it up won't make a difference. So, yeah, check this guy out. And everyone just videos it, goes, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, he's white.
What's he doing? Oh, my God, he's white. He's probably Hispanic. Let's be real. I bet he went to Home Depot and stole the torch. Like, he didn't even invest in his own tools for his craft. Look at that. I don't even know what it is he's stealing. It might be cold I don't cold medicine. He's trying to make some meth or something. Like, they're like the contestants on Supermarket Sweep. They knew what the most expensive things were. Oh, she's loading up on those Pampers. Those are very expensive, the diapers. Those big briskets of beef.
Yeah, but they're only allowed 5 items in Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah.
You can't take 40 hams.
This guy's... But he did his research. He's like, probably cased the joint and went, I would love to have a big fucking handful of these. And you go, oh, but it's behind this. You know, it's plastic. Probably melt it with a torch. And there he goes. Just puts on his little backpack thing. No one. Hey, let me take a few of these while I'm at it. Impulse stealing. That's impulse stealing. Like when you buy gum because it's by the register or a Star magazine. See? It's there at the end of the aisle so the thieves can go, hey, you know what? While I'm here, let me grab some of those. Yeah, that too. Need that. And then just walks out with absolute impunity. When will something be done about this? How can this continue to be something that is just completely allowed, no consequence, and someone doesn't just step up? There's no lawmaker trying to stop this. There's no mayor or police commissioner saying, well, here's what we're going to do about this issue. And it gets bad enough eventually that these stores close. I go, yeah, we cannot do business in this town because we're losing so much in theft laws. And then they close, and the community says, well, there you go. They're just leaving the area because we're this or that or the other thing. And now what's grandma going to do because she can't get a prescription? She's got to drive 10 miles to another store. Well, whose problem is that? Who did that? Who just allowed this shit to happen? Who voted in the politicians that allow this shit to happen? Like, there's consequence to all these stupid fuck moves and local elections and the apathy, just people not doing anything, standing around videotaping. And I'm not saying anyone should do anything. You know my take on this. I'm from the school of thought, don't fucking get involved with anything. Yeah, video it from a good distance with some conceal and cover, just in case the shooting starts. But the idea of going up to someone in a store like this, where you have nothing to do with the store, and getting into some kerfuffle with a thief is insane. I read the comments on all these videos, and a lot of guys are like, why isn't anyone doing anything? Well, the store employees, yeah, why aren't they doing anything? Why isn't the manager doing anything? Why isn't the owner doing anything? Why isn't fucking the franchise owner doing it? No one does anything. So we'll see. It's funny when these stores have security, too, because you see the guy with the security shirt. I'm security. And they don't do anything. They walk around and watch. Observe and report, motherfucker. That's what they do. And nothing gets done. When anyone in that store calls the police, I can only imagine the guy at the desk, like, holding his hand over the phone and go, it's a drugstore. There's some guy stealing some stuff. And they all go, Tell him you'll be right there. Yeah, what's the address? We'll be right. Well, hold on. We'll be right there. They all just start laughing. No one's going to be right there. No one's doing anything. There isn't even a report going to be written up. And why? And how? How the fuck did we get here where nothing gets done? And I got to tell you, it does look tempting. It looks tempting. I walk into a CVS or a Walgreens, and it would be so handy to just go, oh, here's some Excedrin. Oh, look,
It's a thought every time I go into one of those stores. Like, oh, I could just, I don't want to wait in line.
Why am I paying?
Sometimes it's like 5 people in line. I'm like,
just don't want to wait in line.
I could take this Father's Day card and just walk out. What are they going to do?
No one's going to do shit. No one's going to do shit. The closest I ever came to that was Chicago. Yeah, I needed deodorant or toothpaste or something. And I walked in, and I was walking around the store, and I was talking to somebody, and they didn't have something else I was looking for. So I just walked out of the store, not realizing I was just holding the toothpaste in my hand. And I was in the parking lot, and I go like, oh, and I turn around to go walk back in and pay for it, and it hit me. I just went, why? Why the fuck would I turn around and go back in that store and pay for this? So I just kept walking. I just kept walking. But in order for me to steal, I have to literally do it accidentally and not realizing I'm doing it. And then just for the sake of it being too much of a hassle, that I don't want to fucking go back in and stand on a line. Yeah, I kept walking for dental hygiene. My theft was for dental hygiene. So, I don't even know what the solution is. But it wasn't always like that. So the solution was already in place at some point, wasn't it? When you think about it, wasn't the solution to this thievery in place at some point in history? Because this just didn't happen. But then when you look at why it's happening, you have to think, oh, it's not so much we need to increase security or lock things up or make sure these people are confronted. It goes back even further to why the fuck are they doing this? That's the more important thing than how do we prevent or lock the store up or keep them from stealing. Why are they stealing with such abandon these days? because it didn't used to happen. And it wasn't like every store was locked up. You know damn fuck well that every store was even more lax about security. Nothing was locked up. And you know, there weren't cameras. And the registers didn't, you know, they didn't have shit that beeped when you walked through the door. And shit just didn't get stolen. For the most part, you know, you can have your regular loss that you're going to have to deal with. I think that's the cost of doing business, but it's so rare. And like I said, kids or girls stealing makeup. But this stuff is a business. These people are taking a fuckload of things and selling them. So it's a business for them. And that was never a thing. It is now, though. Oh, boy, is it ever. And it's not a logistical thing the store can do. It's a cultural issue that will never get fucking dealt with until, you know, the last straw has been put on the camel's back, I believe. There was a game when I was a kid. Don't Break the Camel's Back, I think it was called.